Hey guys, and welcome in to my first ever YouTube video. I've been talking about wanting to make YouTube videos, playing video games for a while now, and I don't know why, but the other day I just thought, let's do it. So here I am, playing on my PS5. We're going to start with a video on this game here called Brotato. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Pretty fun game. I've played a couple of rounds on my Xbox, and let me tell you, it's very hard to put down. So we're going to walk through just with the base character today. If you guys don't know what Brotato is, I think it came out 2024, so newer, still newer. But it's a top-down shooter, roguelike. So you'll go through different kinds of waves here, up to wave 20, and then on wave 20 there's a different kind of boss each wave, or I mean each playthrough. So we're gonna see how far we can get today, hopefully beat the boss, and thank you guys for tuning in to my first ever video on YouTube. As you can see here, these locked ones here, obviously all the ones we don't have unlocked, but you will get them unlocked by doing specific things throughout the throughout your runs. Question mark is random. First character here is well-rounded, so you get +5 max HP, +5 speed, +5 or +8 harvesting. Brawler, +50% attack speed with unarmed weapons. You start with one fist, which is a weapon. You get +15% dodge, but you don't have any range, so you obviously wouldn't use any guns or anything of that sort. So you can see there's all different sorts of perks, pros and cons, I guess you could say, of each character. I think for this first video, though, we're just going to play with well-rounded here, just to get our feet wet. Also over here, if you can see me moving my cursor over here, endless. So typically, as if we make it that far in this video, you'll see that it ends after round 20, whether you die or beat the boss. If you select endless, obviously it keeps going. And there's also co-op. It is not multiplayer like online. It is LAN, so you have to be playing split screen with whoever you want to play co-op with. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get started with well-rounded. So you'll see here, we'll pick our character, and then we get depending on what your character, what his pros are, or her pros, it'll give you a different choice of weapon here. So I'm a big fan of the icicle. Now you might be wondering why. Hopefully you'll start to see here in a second why, but the icicle here does, if you look up at the top right here where it says it's a precise weapon, it's also elemental, so it will do elemental damage as well, which in this case for the icicle is burning damage. So the base damage is 10 plus 100% burning damage. Times 2 critical damage. Cooldown, so that's how often your weapon fires. You'll see here in a second when we start that it's not just constant going. 5 knockback, so that's how far when you hit them, it may push the enemy back. Decent range, 400, and it is considered a ranged weapon. And then it has 1 piercing damage. So let's go ahead and hop right into it with our well-rounded character with an icicle. One more thing, danger difficulty. So obviously this is my first time playing on my PlayStation, so I don't have any of these unlocked. As you progress and get better at the game and win more runs, you will unlock different difficulty levels. So we will hopefully get there, and hopefully you guys will get to see that with me. But for now, we'll just start with Danger 0. And here we are. So the object is, you're going to want to run around here. So I'm not pressing any buttons, right? I'm just moving my left joystick here. And these aliens are not too happy that I'm on their planet. So they are trying to kill me. And I am trying to kill them and collect the little material they drop there. So if you look up at the top left here, let me give you a quick rundown. The 16 out of 16 is my max HP. The bar below that is my current level. So the little material that the aliens drop, the more you pick up, the more you will level up, and also below that is your money. So you also pick up money from the aliens. So the goal obviously is to pick up a lot of it, so that way you level up more and get more money to buy items, which you will see in a second. When you do level up, as I did, you will get a choice of 4 different perks here. So let me come over here to the right here first, and we have our stats. So right now I'm well-rounded, right? So a lot of characters, you'll start in the negative for certain things. So if you pick a character that's really good in range, maybe his melee damage will be like negative 30. A lot of them are pretty self-explanatory on what they are. Melee damage, range damage, stuff like that. But if you hover over one, let's say engineering, for example, it'll give you a rundown of what it does. So engineering increases the power of your structures, aka turrets and stuff like that, which we may jump or come across here later on. It also says other primary stats don't affect structures, but secondary stats do. So piercing, bouncing, explosion size, etc. So there's a lot of different kinds of builds and stuff you can do. For this one, I'm going to keep it kind of simple and just kind of try to stick with some range, but we'll get into items and stuff here in a second. These are all your secondary stats, which unfortunately you can't scroll down and get a more detailed description of it. But those are somewhat pretty self-explanatory. So anyway, with the icicle build that I'm trying to do, I am well-rounded. Which means I don't really have any negatives, so I can really go anywhere I want with this. I'm not a big fan of attack speed. Harvesting's decent. I think we attack fast enough, especially you can hold up to 6 weapons. So once we get enough weapons, I think we'll be okay. Crit chance is always good, and damage. I like to take damage early on just to, especially when I don't have as many weapons, just to get the ball rolling here. So I think we're going to go damage here. Oh, and let's see what we get. So hand is unarmed support. That is technically one of your weapons. I'm going to steer clear of that. We may do an unarmed build at some point. The lightning shiv is actually a good addition to the icicle here. They're both precise and elemental. That way, if I get items that enhance my precise or my elemental, they would both get upgraded because they're both the same. So I think actually we will take the shiv, and you can see at the top of the screen the 52. That's how much money I have from the last round. Obviously the 20 is how much it costs. Let's say I buy this, which we're going to do. Alien tongue is also another good one, so it's gonna expand how far my little potato can pick up the materials and stuff. That way I don't have to be right on top of it to pick it up. And it also gives us some knockback. So when I hit an enemy, knocks him back a little bit, give me some space. So I'm actually going to take that as well. Let's say I did not like any of those items I just saw. There is a reroll option up here in the corner. So I could reroll for 2 coins and get a whole new slate of items or weapons. If I did like one of these, let's say, but I wanted to buy these 2, which I just did, but I wanted to keep it to make sure I could get it next round, we'd hit this lock button here. That way, when we go to the next wave, finish the next wave, and come back, it'll still be here. I am not going to take Terrified item, or Onion, if I could talk, but I will reroll. We have 4 coins. I think we're going to get quite a bit of money here, so let's reroll and see if there's anything we can save for next wave. Not really. Crossbow, it is precise. It's got the cooldown's 1.13. It does a lot of knockback. I'm just not a big fan of the crossbow. I think I'm going to try to stick with precise and elemental. I think either icicles or shivs for this round. So I actually don't think I'm going to take any of these items. Enough talking. Let's go to wave 2. You'll start to see too, you'll get different types of enemies here that take more damage, less damage. These guys are pretty weak here out in the start. And if you can see the ×2 that pops up every once in a while on my screen is my, I'm picking up the leftovers from last round. So let me explain that here in a second too. Okay. So we kind of already went over max health, level bar, money. The one below is the purse. So there's 3 material left over in that purse. That 3 will carry over to the next round. So when I pick up the first 3 items, I will get double that for the next round to start. So let's see what we want to pick up here for our next round. I I'm going to stay away from harvesting. Range, maybe range. Elemental would be good too. Armor's also good. Let's take a little elemental here, because both of our weapons here are elemental. And if you see on the right there, the higher crit chance that I get, it will scale along with my weapon, right? So right now my crit is only 3. So I'm only at the 2nd level of crit chance. Same with elemental. My elemental is only 2. So right now I only have +1 elemental damage that I'm gaining. Okay, so we got some decent drops here. So I am definitely going to take another lightning shiv to get us a 3rd weapon here. I'm also going to take baby gecko, and baby gecko, if you see underneath, is it says limited, right? So it says 0 out of 4. So I could pick up 4 of these, and it would increase my range and my chance to instantly attract material with each baby gecko I pick up. Now that just depends on if I get more drops of baby gecko, but I'm going to take this one. Range is decent. It's only positives, right? It would just increase my range. So we can hold on to it, and maybe we'll take that next round. It's 26. It's early on enough that it's not really much money. And you can see here, this will form a list of the items I've picked up. Obviously, this is my character, so if you forget which character you picked and what he's good at, what he's not good at, you can just hover over this and it'll tell you. And then your weapons, of course. Another cool thing, too, is it will tell you at the very bottom of the right hand here, this weapon has dealt 61 damage during the last wave. So as you get later on in rounds and you're like, wow, I really want this weapon that I just got in a drop, which one can I drop? This is a good place to come and see how much damage your weapon did the last round. So this icicle did 61, the shiv did 44. I just picked up this new shiv, so obviously it didn't do any damage last round because I didn't use it last round. So let's go on to the next wave here. Another big thing you want to think about too is if you feel like you're not getting enough level ups, right? Because level ups are pretty much free upgrades that they'll offer you, is you can upgrade your harvesting. So when you pick up a material, it will give you more material to spend, or to level you up, I should say. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Range damage, I could take. We're at a 0. Crit chance as well. Engineering, I'm going to kind of probably steer clear of this round, only because I'm not planning on using any turrets or anything. But we'll get there eventually. Dodge is good as well. So dodge is, let me hover over here so I can read you the description. Right now I have 0 dodge, so I have a 0% chance to dodge an attack. The max is 60. So if you really wanted to go full dodge, essentially you're going to be dodging a lot of enemy attacks. So if you're not moving around as much, also you'll see later on they shoot little fireballs at you, which are very annoying. You give a higher chance of dodging them. Obviously you don't do anything to dodge. Your character will just randomly dodge it depending on what your dodge level is. But I think for this here, I'm going to take some crit to get us up to 9. You can also reroll here too if you do not like any of the options. I typically don't. I typically just take what's given to me. And I did level up twice that round, so I get another pick here. Let's go in a little bit of armor. Okay. I am not a huge fan of the knife. I think they're kind of useless. You guys will probably roast me for saying that, but I'm going to stay away from the knife. We will take range here. Melee damage and knockback would be good, but I do not have any melee weapons. We're doing a ranged, kind of a ranged build here. So let's re-roll. We got another shiv. That's good. We'll take that. And luck, but that's going to get rid of one of my elemental. Let's lock it just in case. I think we can afford 1 elemental for 8 luck. So luck, if I come over here, luck is the higher luck you get, the better weapons or higher rarity items you'll get dropped in when you level up and in the shop after each round. So having a good luck early on is very beneficial, right? Because you'll get better items, better weapons, stuff like that. Also, one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick here before we get too far into it. All of these weapons I have here are level 1s, right? So early on, that's fine. Great. But the later you get into rounds, you want to combine. So I have 3 level 1 shivs. So if I hit combine, which I'm not going to do here, I'm going to try to build up my level 1s. It will combine 2 of them into a level 2. So that would give me 3 weapons altogether. But it would make one of the lightning shivs level 2. So I'd have a level 2 shiv, a level 1 icicle, and a level 1 shiv. It'll make more sense once I actually combine one later on. But let's move on to the next round here and see what we got. I think we're doing pretty well early on here. It's kind of cool too. You can see on my little potato, he's wearing the glasses I picked up for the range, and he's also got the alien tongue sticking out of his mouth. And these guys are the guys that shoot the little fireballs that I was talking about. Very annoying, very frustrating. I try to get them out of the way early on if I can. Also, you see here this tree that I just killed. They drop little cactuses. I don't know if they're cactuses or what they are. But that will increase your health. So if you take some hits and you find a tree that drops a little cactus, you pick it up and you get some more health. But I think we're doing pretty well. We're cruising early on here. So quite a few good options here. I could increase my damage, get us up to 13. Could take some more armor, but I don't have any range damage, and we are using ranged weapons. So let's take a little bit of range damage here. Awesome. So we got another shiv. Let's take that luck. So we're going to get, hopefully, better item drops and better weapon drops. And let's take this shiv. So we now have, of course, I said I wanted to go for an icicle build, and all I'm getting are shiv drops. But anyway, nonetheless, we will take another shiv. The cacti club, I'm not going to take. It's a heavy. It swings very slowly. I will re-roll here. Obviously, I said I'm staying away from the knife. So let's re-roll, see what we get here. Okay. Laser gun. We're not doing really a gun build here. Elemental damage. It's going to drop my max HP. Max HP is 20. That's not bad. I don't know if it's really worth just 2 elemental damage. So we'll stay away from that. Revolver, I'm not going to take. More tree spawn. So tree's not bad. I'm going to skip it, I think. Tree's good if your max HP isn't super high and you need more trees to spawn so you can kill more trees, thus picking up more cacti and getting more health. But I think we're okay with that. I think we will re-roll once here. Excuse me. And look at that. We got another shiv that I will lock in. Cyclops worm is decent. It's going to give us a lot of damage and get rid of some range. Let's actually lock that. We'll take that. We'll take the damage. We can take the range hit there. And I'm going to hold on to those 20 coins I have left over and carry that over to the next round. So I locked those 2 in there, so those will be there next round when we get there. So let's go ahead, get this next round done here. Yeah, so anyway, I was talking a little bit at the start of the video about how I've always wanted to upload videos to YouTube, and I just never have. I recently got a PlayStation 5, and it makes it pretty easy to just do it all from your PlayStation. I can edit on my PlayStation. I can use my mic just to talk into my PlayStation. Obviously, I don't have a camera, but we'll get there eventually. So yeah, so I thought, why not have some time off during the week? Let's upload some videos. Okay. Item found. Also, the trees, they'll drop little packages. So if you pick those up, you'll get free items. And obviously, you can either take it or recycle. So if I recycle it, I will get plus 10 towards my... I believe it goes towards my money that I can use to buy different items. I'm not going to take... Actually, I might. It's still wave 5. I'm going to get plus 20 XP gain. I'm only going to lose 8 range. So let's do that. We'll level up faster, thus we'll get more of these options. dodge. We could go into some dodge. We could go into some elemental. Let's do elemental. No, I take that back. Let's do dodge. Let's take some dodge. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take the Shiv. We're going to take the Cyclops Worm. Weird food. Plus 2 HP recovered from consumables, minus 2 dodge. Nah, we're going to stay away from that. Shredder, no. Shredder's not bad if you're doing a gun build, but we're not doing that today. Wow, I'm kind of getting some not so great drops here. Let's re-roll maybe once more. Okay, so another Shiv, so this is perfect. So this will, I can kind of show you how the combining works. So since I'm full on weapons, if I were to buy this Lightning Shiv, which I'm going to do, it is going to upgrade one of these. So these are all level 1, right? So this Shiv has nowhere to go. Although if I buy it, it can combine with one of my other level 1s. So we'll buy it. And you can see now here under my weapons, the rest are still level 1, but it did combine with another to make a Lightning Shiv level 2. So that's nice. So that's why early on you kind of want to keep, at least me, I like to keep as many level 1s as I can get, because early on you're going to most likely get level 1 drops after each wave. So that way you're not spending more money, you're not combining to get rid of weapons. I like to keep as many weapons as possible. And you kind of just let the game combine them for you. We have 13 coins. We're going to go ahead and keep those, and we're going to go here into the next round. So now I have that level 2 Shiv, some level 1 Shivs, and a level 1 Icicle. I would love some more Icicle drops, but we are at the mercy of the game. So we'll see. The RNG gods, as my friend Kenny likes to say. Anyway, yeah, so I do watch a lot of YouTube, and I have a lot of content creators that I like to watch, and I would say 95% of them are gamers. So, then so you can see there, if I can get to it, that's an item. So I don't necessarily have to pick that up, because at the end of the round I'll automatically get it, but that will be a free item here at the end of the round. At the end of the round it'll automatically get picked up, so we should be good there. Perfect, wave completed. I'm not gonna take... Actually, we could take it. We'll take some HP regen. We're only losing 2 luck, why not? Oh, and look at that, some more HP regen. Although here, I think I'm gonna might go into a little bit... Actually, I'm contradicting myself. Look at me go. I'm gonna take some regen. And then we'll take some, I guess attack speed. I don't really need engineering. Lifesteal, I think, is kind of overrated. If we go over to lifesteal, attacks have a 0% chance to heal you for 1 HP. So when I attack somebody, I get some health back. But it's only plus 1%. I kind of try to take, like, these are all level 2s, right? The forearms, the reflexes, the skull. Teeth, a level 1 upgrade. If I can, I like to stick with the level 2. So let's take some attack speed. Okay, so what do we got here? Landmines. Landmines aren't bad. They'll pop up every 12 seconds and they deal some damage. And they'll just randomly pop up on the map. We'll buy them just to have them. Boiling water is going to give me some elemental, but I'm going to lose some max HP. We're going to stay away from that. Range damage. No, let's keep it. Our range is only 10 right now, so let's keep that where it is. This I would lose some dodge for some elemental. We'll pass. What else do we got here? Piggy bank's not bad. Although I'm not gonna take that this round, I don't think. Nah, we'll skip it. Engineering, we don't need for this run. We could take some harvesting here. We're not using anything melee, so it doesn't really hurt us. And we'll get some harvesting. So let's do that. And then Ice Cube here. So enemies take 10% more damage for 3 seconds when they're first hit by elemental damage, which is great for us, right? Because our icicles and our shivs are all elemental damage. So let's take that. And then we only have 4 coins left, so we're going to have to go on to the next round. But I think we're having a decent decent run here. We're getting some good drops. I'm hoping I get some more shivs and maybe some more icicles. That way I'm not just sitting on some level 1s. And then you can see there that's my little landmine. See if I can get him to trigger. Yeah, so he just exploded, did 10 damage there. You'll start to see it gets a little hairy, usually around wave 10. I think we're taking some damage, but I think we're okay. It's kind of a learning curve, I guess. At least it was for me, but I'm also not the brightest. But it's just a matter of building and figuring out what works for you. It is also very addicting, this game. You can sit here for hours and just try different builds and different characters and all that stuff. Wow, I do like this luck. Everyone else is level 1. That's a nose 3, so that's a level 3 upgrade. Let's take the luck. Let's get some better drops here. Beautiful, just what I wanted. A level 1 icicle, so that's going to turn our current icicle to a level 2. We're going to take that. Turrets, I think I was talking a little bit about turrets earlier on. Turrets are great if your engineering is good. We're not really doing a turret build, though, this round, so we're going to skip on that. Thief Dagger, we'll re-roll here. So bait, I think it's a risky move. It is early. It's only going to be, what, wave 8? It's early enough. We're going to get plus 8 damage, although at the beginning of this next wave, special enemies are going to appear. And it's just the start of the wave. I think we could probably handle it. So we'll take that to get our damage up some more too as well. Bat, nah, I'm not going to take that. Revolver, no. Helmet, no. Defective steroids, plus 2 max HP, some melee damage. We're not using melee. Circular saw, it's a level 3 weapon, but we're not using that build per se. I don't really like any of those. Let's do one more reroll. Coil. Okay, so coil's not bad if you can get them to stack. So I can stack 3 of them. I'm going to get plus 5 knockback for each one. Plus, I'm going to get damage on top of that knockback. So I'm going to get 1% damage for every knockback I have. So this is going to give me 5 knockback on top of my... If I can scroll over here. I can't scroll, but if you see towards the bottom there, my knockback is at 1. So I'm going to get 5 knockback from this, which would equate to a total of 6 knockback. So I'm going to get plus 6% damage because that's going to equate to the amount of knockback I have. So we're going to lock that. That's good if we can stack some as well. So let's lock that in and let's go to the next round. So we could get a little saucy here. I have the special enemies spawning in here early in the round. And they're shooting those fireballs, and we might be in some danger here. That was not great. Let's pick up some health. I'm just running into fireballs. We are hurting, but I think we might be okay. So as you can see, it gets a little hairy. Those bigger guys are called elites. They kind of just charge at you, which is very annoying. Try to get out of the corner here would be great. It gets a little intense here, if you couldn't tell. But we are going to pick up some extra damage. Not a bad round. It was a little hairy there in the beginning. Cute monkey, we're going to skip on. I might take some more max HP here. HP regen, range, I don't really care. Let's take some HP. So let's take this coil. We're going to get some more knockback, some more damage. Crossbow, no. Helmet, no. Fist, no. Let's see what else we get here. Lightning Shiv 2. So what I could do here is let's combine some level 1s. So that's going to give us 2 level 2 lightning shivs, and then I'm going to buy this other level 2 lightning shiv, and that's going to go into our 6th slot. So now we have 3 level 2 shivs and then a level 2 icicle. Chameleon, let's see what this guy is. Plus 3% dodge, plus 20% dodge while standing still. There are some builds you can do where standing still is much easier. This is not one of them, so that would be good for that. But I'm moving around way too much for that to make any sense. Laser turret we'll stay away from. Elemental damage, it's only +1. We're going to lose some harvesting. We'll skip on the charcoal. Level shiv 1, or lightning shiv 1, we are going to lock in because that will increase one of these two to level 2. The wasp is not bad if you're using turrets because that's going to increase their attack speed, and it's also going to increase your speed, but we are not using any turrets, so we're not going to take that. Let's go ahead and hold on to our 21 coins here and go to the next wave. That last one got a little hairy. I do think it was that item I picked up that spawned in those special enemies at the start. Gave us a little scare, but I think we should be okay here. You can see my little turrets around the map. All my trees. Starting to get some more elite enemy spawns here later on in the rounds, or waves I should say. Oh boy. I could probably use some more armor. I feel like our damage isn't bad right now. Although I mean I only have level 2s and level 1s. We are only on wave 9, so we gotta see what we need here. We're getting quite a bit of money. My armor's only at 1, so that would take me down to 0 armor just for some dodge. I'm gonna skip that. Could take more max HP, but I think I might actually take some range damage. Start boosting up our damage here. And then elemental, we could take more elemental damage or just flat damage. I think I'm going to take elemental here. So let's take this shiv. It's going to give us another level 2 shiv. Engineering we'll stay away from. So extra stomach, this is a unique item. We're going to get +1 max HP when picking up a consumable, so those little cacti that drop, while at max health. So if I'm starting off a wave and I see some trees and I have not taken any damage, and I pick up a little cacti, we can increase our base HP here. So I'm at 36, so it's pretty much a no-brainer to take this, and you can max out at 8 HP each wave. So essentially, I could go to, what, 44 max HP next round if I pick up those consumables while at max health. So it's pretty much a no-brainer. Let's take it. This actually isn't bad either. The clover will get some dodge, we'll get some luck. It'll decrease our lifesteal, but we're not really using any lifesteal anyway, so let's do that too. And then we'll save the rest of our coin for next wave here. So the goal here, hopefully we get some early tree drops. And if you watch my max HP up in the corner there, if I can find a consumable without taking health, you'll see it go up. And of course there's no tree spawning, so you're not getting any examples of that. And I'm also taking damage, so round 10 is always a giant cluster, so I like to say if you can survive wave 10, you're usually pretty decent moving forward. And sorry, during these rounds I'm not talking much, but holy cow, I'm getting a little dicey over here. 5 seconds, holy cow. All right, 2, 1. Okay, elemental damage, dodge, nah. Let's take some more damage here. And then I think I'm going to take some regen here. I am taking quite a bit of damage, so we'll rebuild that health up a little bit further there. A medical turret wouldn't be bad, so this is going to spawn a turret that will shoot us with little healing bullets. That's not bad. Let's take that. Tyler, he is a guy that will spawn randomly on the map, and will shoot little lightning bolts out and deal some damage. That's actually not bad. We might take that. And let's re-roll once. I do like the crit, but I don't like losing the 1 armor that I have, so we're gonna skip that. We're not gonna take the wrench. I think I actually might take this. We're gonna lose a little bit of speed, but we're gonna gain some elemental and some regen. So let's take that as well, and then we can't really afford anything else, so let's go on to the next wave here. So you can see here, this is my little Tyler guy. You'll see him here in a second shoot out some lightning bolts. There he goes. And then my medical turret is down here as well. So, and of course I picked up that coil, hoping that we would get more coil drops, and I haven't seen one since. So hopefully we get some more of those, but we'll see. Wave 11. There's 20 waves. There's a boss. At wave 20, I'm going to be honest with you, I do not have a lot of confidence that we will even make it to wave 20. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Not doing too bad, and of course I get hit by a fireball. I'm telling you, those, if you guys play this for yourselves, you'll see how annoying those fireballs are. Hit you from all angles. Okay, awesome. So I think our luck is decent at 41, so I'm going to stay away from that. Our range at 10. That's kind of tempting. I think what I want to do is deal more damage, though. So I think I'm going to take some more crit chance, especially because, too, our weapons here are crit and elemental, so taking that extra crit helps those as well. Cyberball. Cyberball is great. And this is another one you can stack as well. So it's a 25% chance to deal 14 damage to a random enemy when an enemy dies. So the more you kill, the more damage you could possibly deal to other enemies. So let's take that. We're going to stay away from the crossbow. We don't need the boxing glove. We're not going to take the torch. Icicle 1. Not great. I wish it was an icicle 2. We're not going to take that. How much is my level 1 shiv doing? So 664. This is doing 29. Okay. I think we're good on those. Let's go to the next one. Oh, and there's my icicle 2 right on cue. Let's take that. So this snake could actually be pretty decent here. Because, well, I guess our shivs don't do burning damage, just our icicle does. If we had more icicles than shivs, I think we would take the snake because they do burning damage, and this would let burning damage spread to an additional enemy. But I think we're going to skip it. Let's re-roll again here. Baby with a beard, 1 bullet dealing 6 damage is fired from an enemy corpse when they die, but we lose some range. Get some engineering we don't really need. We would lose almost... Actually, we would go into the negative on range just for damage, so we'll skip that as well. Maybe let's do 1 more reroll. Of course, nothing. This gives you a free reroll kind of late. No, let's go to the next one. See how we do here. And you can't really tell on, I know we picked up that coil for knockback. You can't really tell on these little guys because I'm kind of killing them in one shot here. But these bigger, beefier guys, you can kind of see they're getting pushed back a little bit when I hit them. The elites, not so much, but these other guys here are getting pushed back a little bit. Kind of stay near our medical turret if we can. It's getting a little saucy here. 15 seconds. Oh boy. Oh boy. Pick up some health. And of course I picked up that extra stomach, and I have not had a chance to utilize it because I'm taking so much damage. Normally, if you were good at the game, unlike me, that would be a great item to have. Okay, elemental damage, we're at 8. Range, we're at 3. Let's take a little range damage here. Alloy. So alloy, we would get +3 range, +3 elemental, +5 crit, and we would lose some dodge. I say we take it. Let's take it. Why not? Why not? Shuriken 2. Shuriken's not bad. It will bounce, so it'll hit one enemy, and then it can bounce up to 2 times to hit other enemies. Which actually, let's get rid of this level 1 Shiv, and let's get this Shuriken. Why not? So Shiv 3. So let's lock this for next round, right? Because next round we will combine 2 of these to get a level 3, and then we'll get this, buy this level 3, and then it'll give us a level 4. That'll be kind of nice. I already do have a level 3 icicle, so... Alright, I mean, we're not doing terribly. We're not doing great by any means, but... not the worst run I've ever had, that's for sure. And of course, this is my first... going to be my first YouTube video, so something has to go wrong at some point. Just waiting on the other shoe to drop here. And it may be this round, who knows? We'll see. There we go. So I know it was kind of quick, but I did pick up a consumable, and I was at max HP, so I did go from 43 to 44. Oh. Those guys are mean. I'm losing health. I need some health. I need a cactus. Okay, we're good. Let's get some more. I also love the music in this game. Some nice, it's like a club jam going on in the background. Pretty cool. Okay. So, we're going to take this Shiv 3. You know what I could actually do? Let's do this. We're going to combine, right? So now we do have a level 3 Shiv, a level 3 icicle, and then let's buy this. So now we have 2 level 3 Shivs, a level 3 icicle, and then some level 2s here. So later on, I could combine these into a level 4, which would be nice. Alien Baby, listen, I'm not doing enough damage to to make this worth it, so we're gonna skip that. That would increase the enemy health. Wings, I don't really need speed. I'm not a huge advocate of the speed. And then fist. Scared sausage, huge. I'm actually surprised it took this long to drop. So this is gonna the scared sausage attacks have a 25% chance to deal 3/16 burning damage, which is huge because we're already doing some burning damage here. So let's do that. Let's re-roll maybe once more. And another Shuriken 2, so that will give us a level 3 there. Just want to make sure this actually could be decent too. Burning will activate faster, and I'll get some elemental damage because I'm doing some... Then again, I'm only doing burning with the icicle, so maybe not. Let's just get the Shiv. We'll do another round here. And if you look kind of closely too, you can kind of see that Shuriken, when I throw it, sometimes bounces off and hits another guy. Kind of hard to see with everything else going on the screen, but if you look close enough, you can kind of see it sometimes. Dude shooting fireballs at me. I don't know what just hit me for 10 damage, but that hurt a little bit. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh brother. Okay. All right. All right. Yep. 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 2 seconds. Yep. Oh my. I literally almost died in the last second. That would have been awful. Okay, it's getting a little saucy. That's all right. We move on. I'm going to not take that. I am going to take some crit chance. Bloody Hand. I don't think I've ever seen this before. 10% lifesteal, 2% damage for every 1 lifesteal you have. I have -4. So that's... Or -2. That's not great. We could go into more landmines, although I don't know if I really want to waste my money on that. That would lose some armor. Campfire. We could take another campfire here, boost some more elemental and some HP regen. Let's do that. I feel like our luck is high enough that we could actually afford this as well. So let's take the mushroom as well. We're going to get some HP regen. And let's actually save some money. And go to wave 15 and see how we do. It is getting a little questionable here in the later rounds. I am not by any means good at this game, so I apologize if this gameplay is tough to watch, but you know, you got to start somewhere, and here I am starting somewhere. And if it means being bad at Brotato, why not? It's fun. I enjoy it, so I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Hopefully I'm explaining things well enough. It's kind of a lot to explain, but the more videos I make on it, I think we can kind of hopefully get into some more detail. Obviously do some different kinds of builds and runs and stuff, and I am getting hit by fireballs. I'm not picking up much here because I'm just trying to stay alive. But yeah, hopefully you guys like it, and we can kind of go into more detail about some other stuff later on. Cute monkey, we're gonna skip. I don't know what I really want to take here. None of it's really good. I never re-roll, but I think I might. There's a first time for everything. Could take some more regen here. Let's actually take some dodge. I'm gonna take some dodge. Tyler. So we could have 2 Tylers. I don't really know how much damage he's really doing. He's dealt 86, 68, but how many rounds have we had him, right? So that's over the entirety of the time that I've had him. So I don't know how much he's really done. And he's 202. Maybe we'll lock him and see. See if we don't get anything else. Harvesting's good early on, but we're already going on to wave 16. So harvesting's kind of a moot point here. Ghost Scepter is an ethereal weapon. We're not really using ethereal. I'm going to lose my armor with the Gummy Berserker, so I'm going to skip that. Oh, brother. This is just... I'm just not getting great drops here. Candle. It does knock back, so I'd get 10% less enemies. But I would do less damage. I don't know. Maybe it is worth it. Let's take it. Why not? You know? Who cares? Let's do it. And then it is getting towards the later round, so I kind of like to save my money to kind of build myself up for the boss fight. So let's go ahead and save the rest. I'm going to unlock this Tyler. I think there's better stuff we can get. What's killing me, I think, is I still have those level 2 shivs, so they're probably not really doing much damage. So we can kind of maybe look to replace those, or hopefully get some stuff that we can combine. But we'll see here. Oh boy, oh boy. You know, I've watched some people play this game, and everyone kind of has a different tactic on, if we even make it to the boss fight, I guess we could talk about it then, but different tactics on how to take care of the boss, right? Like, some people just rush them, just do as much damage as you can. Other people just try to avoid them and hope you're hitting them from across the map as you're avoiding the other enemies. I tend to lean more towards just bum rushing them, trying to kill them early on. But we'll see when we get there. HP regen, yeah, why not? We're already in the negatives for lifesteal, so whatever. And Hedgehog we are not going to take. Let's take some more armor. Yeah, let's take some more armor here. Lightning Shiv 2. Wow, I spoke it into existence. Let's take that. Let's take some more knockback because that coil is going to give us +1 damage for every knockback. So we're going to get another knockback. Thus, we'll get more damage. So let's take that. Let's re-roll Adrenaline. We're going to get some more dodge. Plus a 50% chance to heal when we dodge. So that's going to get us up to 20 dodge. And then we'll get a 50% chance to heal when we dodge. So let's do that. Weird Ghost is really good very early on. So I would start the next round at 1 HP. So obviously in these later rounds, you're taking more damage. So that would, if you don't have a high HP regen, you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure. But early on, when there's not as many enemies, that's a great item to get. We just got it, unfortunately, a little too late. Beanie, no. Crit chance, no. Let's re-roll once more. Lightning Shiv 3. Holler at me. Let's actually... What did this do? 28. Sorry I paused there. I'm trying to think. The wheels are really turning in my head right now. I think we just ditch this and get another level 3. That's what we're going to do. We're going to recycle this. We're going to get this. And then we're going to go to the next round. So now we have all level 3s. So a level 3 Shuriken, Icicle. So now we can, eventually we can combine these. And get some level 4s going. Level 4 is the max weapon level, so we would be at the max. Okay, round 17. We are making it by the skin of our teeth, but we are indeed making it. I don't know for how much longer, but we'll see. Oh boy. Oh boy. And sometimes it's very hard to tell what exactly you're taking damage from because there's so much going on. So I sometimes just see my health bar depleting and I am just absolutely clueless as to why I lost so much health. Level up. We'll take that. Get some more max HP. I dodged that. Let's go. I did not dodge that. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's take more damage. Let's damage it up. Juan, no. No. Well, maybe. No. I could get another medical turret. I don't really want to lose any more dodge. I don't know if that's really worth it, though. I don't think so. Let's take some more HP regen, and then let's re-roll a Shredder 4. That'd be nice if I was doing a gun. No. Now, Tardigrade, I think is how you pronounce it, but I have absolutely no idea. This one's great. So it's going to nullify the damage of one hit taken every wave. So the first amount of damage I take at the start of a wave is going to be nullified. So there's no negatives, so you might as well take it, right? It's kind of expensive, but excuse me, it's going to kind of help with that that first damage we take. And I'm going to take a sip of my drink here because I got a frog in my throat. Okay, let's take it. All right, we're not doing too bad, and this is a very long video, so I apologize for my first upload being so long. I will make them shorter moving forward, but it's a long game if you start really thinking, and I'm doing a lot of explaining too. Normally it wouldn't take this long, but I'm trying to explain as best I can. So, oh boy, and we might not even need to go any further because I may die right here. No, we're back. I'm trying to pick up more stuff here. Okay, end of the wave, perfect. Let's take Silver Bullet. It's going to do more damage to bosses and elites. And let's reroll. Shuriken 4. Maybe we'll hold on to that. Let's go to the next wave. I'm trying to speed it up a little bit here so we can keep this video somewhat, maybe under an hour. I don't even know how long I've been recording, but I guess we'll find out if we make it. Let's see. Oh boy. We're not doing too bad. Doing some good damage. I'm not taking a lot of damage. Oh boy. As I say that, I get smoked. Oh. 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 Stay alive. Okay. Well, just like that, it can end. That's rough. I thought we might have had it there, but, you know, is what it is. It's my first video. And we made it as far as we could. I think there's some stuff we could definitely could have done differently, so we'll take a look at the next one. But I appreciate it. If you guys watch this, awesome. I appreciate you. If you don't, that's great too. But I'd like to start uploading videos. If you guys enjoyed it, if you have any suggestions for my runs, that would be awesome. My name is Rusty Cabbage. It was a random generated Xbox name way back in the day, so that's my YouTube name now. Yeah, that's about it. We're going to go ahead and end the video. I'm sorry it's a long one. It's my first one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, if you have any suggestions, let me know. If not, take care of yourselves. It was a pleasure, and hopefully I'll be uploading some more videos here. Appreciate it. Take care, guys.